Today, I want to ask you a question. If money was no issue, what would you do differently? Someone asked me this question not too long ago, and I wanted to come on here and share it with you guys because I thought it was really interesting. I was in a conversation with a mentor of mine, and he asked me the question of like, okay, if money was no issue, not an issue at all, didn't have anything to do with any decision you made, what would you do differently? And I found it really interesting because I started to really self-reflect and just to check in with myself to see, am I doing the things that I want to be doing? Am I letting lack of resources, lack of financial support, stop me from doing those things? Am I getting creative to figure out a way to do them? So I want to ask you the question. If money was an issue, what would you be doing differently? Would you be working at the same job that you're working in? Would you be in the same career field? Or would you go back to study something differently? Would you choose something differently? Would you be living in the same place that you are right now, living in the same city, maybe not the same house or same apartment, but would you live in the same city, the same country? Would you be married to the person that you are right now or in relationship with the people that you are? What would you do differently? So many times we have something, whether it's money, resources, time, education level, the list goes on and on of things that we hold as our, oh, if it wasn't for this, I would do this. And we use it as our excuse. Now, maybe some of the things that you're wanting to do that you think require a lot of money don't require a lot of money at all. Maybe you can find sponsorship. Maybe somebody's already doing something that you want to be doing, working on a project. You can reach out to them and join their project. Maybe there are different ways to get creative to figure out how we want to do the things that we want to do. Money, time, knowledge, those kinds of things are really not valid excuses if it's something that we really, really want to do. You can partake in volunteering. I know, a patient of mine the other day was talking about how she loves to work with horses, but she doesn't have any horses. She can't afford to have horses. So she found a program that she could go volunteer at certain stables in the area a couple times a month. And that's how she's able to fulfill her love for working with horses. Or maybe you like music, you like editing music, you like editing videos or whatever, setting up a side job or a hobby of doing that, helping people, reaching out to people and asking if you can help them with these things. It doesn't take much. When I ask you the question, and a lot of times when I've asked this question to people too, is what would you do differently if money wasn't an issue? And a lot of people say, oh, I'd quit my job. I'd move. I'd do nothing. And to be honest with you, I think that most of us, majority of us, want to be doing something. We want to be contributing in some way. Having a lot of money absolutely makes certain things easier, but money, again, is an energy. It's an exchange that we utilize in our society. It's just energy, and it flows in and it flows out and it flows all around. It's not something that can dictate what you need to do or what you would like to do in your life. It shouldn't stop you one way or another. So this week, I would like for you to take some time and answer that question. What would you do differently if money was no issue? What would you do? Would you stay in the same career? Would you stay in the same job? Would you stay in the same location? Would you do other things out in the world? Would you travel more? What would you do differently? I would love to hear from you on this. This is so fascinating to me whenever we start to think outside the box and start to realize that it's actually our mind and our emotions about what we think about that stop us most of the time from being our full potential and expressing our full potential and authenticity in the world. So I'd love to hear from you. Email us at info@drashprasad.com or drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time.